And then there was also last week when I wasn't here, I missed it. The official update for the live server from Korea, which is now already half a week old. Oh my god, we're so late. From October 26th. No, wait, this is more than a week old. Wait, hang on. Is this the right one? Oh my god, was this already 2 weeks ago that we went over the UI changes? Oh my god, time flies, bro. So I was home. I just completely missed this. Interesting. But it'll be a quick comparison just with what was in the test server and what is actually in the live server and what is going on in Korea right now. I guess what has been going on for the past week plus. I assume typically most of the Korea test server stuff kind of just copies over, small changes here and there. But the biggest thing will be looking at the Maple Fashion Week event and seeing what that is all about, because of course we didn't get any details on that in the test server overlay. This was the Maple Talk that we went through first. This is probably not the same screenshot, but what was it again? Control 1 and 2, right? Yeah. But it looks like nothing changed there. Oh, you want to start flashing? You want to start flashing at me, bro? No, we're good, we're good. But wonder if you took the same... Probably just... Yeah, just use the exact same screenshot, I think. But I see no information here changing. But I guess as a refresher, the UI is going to change a lot. Plus, you're going to be able to see this UI on other players when you click them. So a lot of their information is going to be available in terms of looking at their gear and all of that stuff. And another thing on top of that is that there was also an announcement that there's going to be an API, which means that there are people with programming knowledge and stuff will be able to pull information from the API and populate add-ons and all kind of things that they can make with that. They can get information from that that can lead to transforming that information into a way that the end user can use in a more fun way. So when you're looking at MapleRanks.gg or stuff like that, for example, is because the website for the rankings does have an API, and you're able to pull from that, you know, how much experience someone has, how much experience someone is getting, all of that stuff. And then you can do your own thing with that and make, for example, a prediction, or you can make an overview of how many, how much EXP is someone getting on average per week in the last X amount of days, you know? What's their expected time to get to level 300, that kind of stuff. So you can use all of that for such things. Oh, we've got some extra pictures here. Ooh. Yeah, this is before he goes full evil mode. And then he looks kind of the same, except for the demon eyes. Uh-oh. Ilium Pro Tag. Some extra stuff here. Some, oh, there's an android here. And a chair. Looks like, and a medal with, as always, garbage stats. Oh no, the cough is back. Fungus have been added. Then we got some cool new monsters. Ooh. Well, at least they put a little bit more work into these than the blue and the red shadows. And the shadow dance halls, right? Because those are literally just a shadow. They're just a black outline. Ooh, what's this? Let's look at this. Dimension Library, the one chosen by God.
드디어 발견했다.
왜 나를 살린 거죠?
이 성소에서 너만이 유일하게 가치 있는 생명이었으니까.
Is that a new commander we've got coming up, maybe?
왜 도망가시는가 봐. 신원님은 여기 계시는데요. 바로 여러분의 눈앞에.
Ooh, spooky stuff. Yeah, it is always cool to, well, yeah, I think you want to kind of like announce that someone is on the way and then like give them more backstory afterwards. I think that does make sense. You don't have to like have a fully fleshed out like backstory before they're even like announced in the game. Because you can imagine like, oh, someone did something funky, and it's like, well, shit, like why would they even do that? And then you would start looking in the history books, right? You wouldn't have like, oh, this person is already like completely fleshed out here and there, and then they come up, because then everyone's already got their eye on you, and it'll be harder to be a person that can like come from the shadows and do this stuff. So this makes sense. Will of the Wisps. Crystals will now be permanently available in the cash shop. Is that means for non-reboot that they can always be getting vac pets? Is that what that means? Or I'm not 100% sure on this. On this item and those changes. Wisp, Wonderberry, and Luna Crystals. That has to do with like getting the vac pets, right? In non-reboot? List of items, periods, and detailed information. The list of items and acquisition rates will be changed at set periods. Oh. And detailed information. Will there be like 2x Luna Crystal? Okay. Okay, interesting. Skill improvements. That's also extra from here. Yeah. So that for certain skills, when you enter content that resets your buffs, the prepared number of skill usage will now be maintained. Mighty Mjolnir, Divine Punishment, Cardinal Transition, Furious Charge, Big, Huge, Gigantic Cannonball, Soul of Crystal, Awakened Abyss, and Wonders of Heaven and Earth. Right, nice. This is mainly if you're going into Culvert. Because for some characters, like for the Cannoneer, when I do Culvert, I have to stay in the preparation room for a while until I got all 3 of my charges of my cannon back. For some reason, those reset. But like your Grandest Goddess Blessing stacks don't reset. Your all the other skills with stacks don't reset, but then some skills do. It didn't make any sense, so it's good that they're fixing that. Need to use that to fuse 2 Wonder, Black, or Luna to get a vac. Gotcha, thank you. Okay, oh, I should just have it right. Fix an issue where Luminous Larkness gauge was reset when entering content that reset buffs. Okay. What about like other gauges? Like I guess the Adele gauge is not reset, right? Hoyoung's is not. Kaiser gauge? I wonder if that one resets. Fix an issue where Hoyoung's charm power and scroll power reset. Oh, never mind. Hoyoung's I guess did do it. It's in some parts. I guess for Hoyoung it's not a big deal though, because you could just use the tonic and then fully buff up and then just wait for the tonic to come back, so it's not a huge problem. Ilium does as well. Soul of Crystal, is that the one? Is that their full bar? Soul of Crystal is the progress towards... Oh, dude, this is like the Korean translated names as well. Need to pause buffs. Yeah, I don't know how their code looks behind all of that kind of stuff, but it feels like there's some easy solutions there that could be done, but... Okay, so now we're back to the part of the test server that is just being copied over. Nothing new was added here, nothing changed. Hammers and potential stems can be used on equipped items. That's all changed. This is a little bit of quality of life. Renaming some of the rings. NPCs. When using storage, there's no longer a storage usage fee. Oh my god, we're going to be saving billions, chat. And collectively, with all of us, we might be... Horntail, Pink Bean, Cygnus, Bossing, Simplified, so you don't have a bunch of maps to go through. The UI stuff, I'm assuming went through just without any changes. So this is when you could put a filter and you can resize how big the UI is, even if you're on a different resolution of the game, right? Because a lot of people had talked about when you have a really high resolution, that the UI will get very small and sometimes it's hard to see stuff. But you'll be able to make the UI the size of another resolution instead, so that it's still much more visible and you can still read everything properly, you know? So it doesn't seem like they changed anything between the test server and now, so that's going on as expected. When you have Ursus matchmaking. Participants who refuse entry will immediately start matching for new participants, regardless of whether or not the remaining participants vote. So as soon as you have one red, it'll just restart to get up to 18 people, and not just wait for like the last person if there's already a red one in there anyway. You'll be able to always extract 10 items, although it's a little weird that this rock is here, because that would apply fusion. But even with accessory crafting and with not equipment crafting, smithing, you'll be able to extract 10 items at a time now. So that's nice. Guilds. Oh, some extra stuff, information here for guilds. Noblesse guilds buff effect will now be maintained even if you disconnect from the game and reconnect. However, the buff's duration will continue to elapse when you're offline. That was a thing that was in there in the test server as well, so that's nice that that's continuing. A retry feature has been added to the underground culvert. You can retry through the NPC. When you enter through the retry feature, your buffs will not be reset. So let's say you go in and you fuck something up, you could just go out, retry immediately if you still have your buffs. Or maybe like a minute or two later, you know, if you have a lot of half-hour buffs or hour buffs that you put on, those won't all be removed. Some maybe with a cooldown on it, blah, blah, blah. But you can just go right back in and try again. So that's a cool new feature for that as well. And then flag race, you only have to do one lap anymore. At least that was in Tespia, but I see there's an extra picture here. Oh, they added a scarecrow monster to the road to the altar. Yeah, so you can charge stuff. So you can charge hits, charge debuffs, and also, you know, do some funky stuff with that. So these are really nice nice changes, I think. Just to make it a little bit more clean. No, those are two separate commands, but it's good that you use that because I forgot to update this one. Okay, there you go. That's the old video. Sorry, I gotta use that again. There you go. Yep, and then there's the flag race. So they changed it a little bit here. Just a few seconds changed. So these intervals all stayed the same. So it's a bit more forgiving. You could be 1 second slower. And you could be up to 2 seconds slower to still get 200 to 250 points. 200 to 250 doesn't seem like very different from 100, but this is double the points, right? So if you get double the points, only half the people have to run. So that's actually pretty massive. So that's actually pretty massive, substantially huge. And then they cut down the seconds here a little bit as well. You can be a bit slower than what they had in Tespia. They added like a second to all of these, up until 2 seconds to 250, 3 seconds to 200. So we're in 57 seconds, so if you can get around 50, 52. Okay. And then Midnight Snowfield. I imagine they added some here as well to the lower end. Yeah, so they were a little bit more forgiving. I guess in the Tespia they saw that too many people was still like very, very close. And maybe a large percentage of people was able to actually, if they just increased just a few seconds, was able to get a way better score. And, you know, they want to keep it as an obstacle so it's not free, but they also don't want it to just be there to be fucking annoying, right? So hopefully this way you get way more people participating, you can get your runs done way faster, and then that should mean that you can, you know, you don't always have the same people who have to run on like 8 characters in the guild to make sure that everyone gets their G skills, because that never feels good, right? Okay, then all of these error fixes and stuff. Was I right about? Angelic Buster is the rework class that was announced in Korea. And that was my pick that everyone was kind of feeling weird about. I remember there was one person in the chat when I said it who was like, oh yeah, actually, maybe. I hadn't thought of that yet. Actually, I can look at these a little bit more cleanly, see if they added anything. But quests usually, yeah, usually don't switch much extra, and even the changes in quests are usually very minor. Fixing issue with the following items had a shadow on their icon when they dropped the symbol and the note. Yeah, things are just, those things are just not really game changing or game affecting in any way. So it's not that important. Any changes to maps? There's just an extra space here. UI. That is not what I did. What the fuck was that? I was not scrolling. There we go. That's also just a spacing thing, and that was everything from Tespia. So now the real patch notes. Please accept this Maple Hangul Day gifts. Hangul, I think, just means Korean, right? Or Hangul, whatever, something like that. So it's just damaged skin in Korean. I wonder if we'll get that. It seems like very Korea specific. Maybe. Do we usually get Hangul Day stuff? Or do we get it like repackaged? I wonder. Holy 9 months Batman Turbo, welcome back, bro.
Holy 9 months, Batman.
Congrats on the baby. Enjoy the baby bonnet and a pacifier badge. These metal names were part of a contest where players could submit metal names with as much pure Korean vocabulary as possible, so I left them untranslated. The damaged skin also uses the which is like an older version, Korean version of the QWERTY keyboards. Okay, so this is seed. What is this? Seed na mo ha re us. What? Uri. Okay, cool. That's the wait, that's a T if it's at the end, right? So the tur shit. Harosegin ja. Wow. Interesting. Hasurai. Oh no, the H is only when it's the thing. Oh shit, that weren't H's. Whatever, fuck. Saina Narenun. Kum. Kum. It says cum. Got him. Hangul Day, skin damage, Hangul. Chonji. In. Huh. Got him. Once per Maple ID. Okay, so what do these things look like? Okay. So yeah, this is going to be very, very Korea specific. I don't know if we're going to get any of that and to which extent. But it seems like a very small thing as well. So if you missed that, there's not really any huge thing missed there. Maple Fashion Week. So this is the big event. Run from October 26th to November 22nd. So that's a 4-week event. Hello Cat Fashion Week. Camilla's Fashion Week will run from 9th of November 22. Okay, so there's two separate ones. First, there's like a Halloween one. And then a Camilla one. Camilla, sorry, one L. And complete daily missions to receive cool cosmetic items and generous attendance check rewards. They have been very generous with their attendance. That is for true. That is for trulies. So just kill some monsters near your level. Oh, 1,000. Yeah, they've been doing that. They've been increasing the amount, but then you don't have to compete in as many days as there are days in a week. So if you do like 4 days or something. But you can do every day here, and then 3 Hello Cat coupons and 300 EXP vouchers. And then the same for the other one. Data worlds can be claimed one time per world. We complete daily mission on Sunday, acquire double. Form of points, you can check the number you have. The coupon can be used in the boutique. You can buy several cosmetic items, writings, some mounts, effects, androids, and damage skin prepared by each NPC. Ooh. And then you have the login items. 10 selective VIP buff vouchers. What are those exactly? Did you just pick a buff? Huh. 5 triple EXP coupons for 30 minutes. Yo, that's pretty nice. 20 extreme growth potions. That's pretty nice. 1,000 EXP vouchers. That's pretty nice. 30 special medals of honor. That's also a lot. These are big numbers. Selective symbol voucher. 200 arcanes or 40 authentic sacred symbols. Okay, so far that's pretty big. 100 nodes. Bro, they are just throwing stuff at us, huh? 50 black flames? Dude, we never get this amount. Whenever there's like a chunk of black flames in Korea, I don't know if you guys have noticed, we always get less than that. There was an event, in Korea, I think not a year ago, but like less than, between like 6 months and a half, a year ago, where they got 200 black flames, and in GMS what we got was 150 red flames. And it's like, that's a lot less. But still, I mean, like, getting 150 red flames is still nice. But that is very specifically looking at, like, nah, we're not doing that. That's a bit too crazy, you know? Like my hair right now. What is it doing? Where's it going? What's it up to? Was it the Blake event? Yeah, it might have been. 100 nodes, 50, and then 10 EXP nodes. We're finally getting to an amount of EXP nodes where I feel like it's cool. We had so many events for so long that gave, like, 1 or 2, like, as the last reward of a giant event. And I'm like, bro, come on. Like, I know they're good, but they're not that good. 10, now you can start leveling some stuff. And then a Maple Fashion Week gift box as the latest one. It doesn't really say what would be in there, so that would be here probably. Yeah, when you use Maple Fashion Week box, you will receive 1 Soul Urta and 1 Maximum Growth Potion. Oh, okay. So 2 whole Soul Urtas and 2 whole Max Growth Potions for those combined, because there's 2 of them. Soul Urta can be used with characters that have completed 6 jobs, and it cannot be used if you have a limit of 20 Soul Urta. Of course. Soul Urta Maximum Growth Potion will expire 7 days after acquisition. So drink up quickly. Drink that potion. And then this... When you're hunting monsters within their level range, there is a set chance of acquiring... okay, so not affected by drop rate. Of acquiring coupon vouchers for the Fashion Week that can be used at the corresponding NPC's boutique. What is in the boutique? When you use the coupon voucher, you receive a coupon. Thank you for clarifying, Max. I don't want to get confused on that. Howlicat's boutique. Oh, we got some fits. Is Halloween the only time of the year that Koreans don't look like anemic, malnutrition, pastel pajama babies? They actually have some color in them now, bro. There's some purple here. There's some red. There's some green. Some more purple. Look, they've actually switched the model's skin tone from just death to actually like having some blood running through their face. This is good. I like it. This outfit's kind of cute with the spider on the head and everything. Little stitches. It's kind of cute. Chilling clothes hanger. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Some of this stuff is 2 coupons. Most of it is 1. Okay. Oh, there's some more stuff here. Okay, there's some masks. There's a weird... This is supposed to be a cat face? Which cat face accessory? Yeah, okay. And some horses that look like they're definitely from this game. Giant wolf mount with a moon behind you. Okay. An interesting mount, which makes it look like you're... like this, I think, a little bit. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. I don't know. Maybe the dimensions are a little bit off. Ooh, this bat looks pretty cool. I like this bat. Giant-ass wings. Almost dragon-like wings. Damn. Is that one expensive? Kimbap. Kibbity bop. Oh, Control F. Bat. Combat. No! Don't you combat power me. Fuck, it's not in there. Where are the... Oh, whoops. Where are the mounts? Routing. Frog wagon? Oh, there's more than that's shown here. Frog wagon. I remember that. That's like the rickshaw thing, right? Master of the Red Moon. Oh, spooky dark bat. Oh, wait. Why didn't it find it? Yeah, 2 coupons. It should be pretty easy to get just 2 coupons. So, event Android selection voucher. That's the only one that's 3 as far as I can see. Everything else is 1 or 2. So, should be pretty achievable. But this is specifically like a Halloween event, right? So this is most likely a year away for us. So yeah, don't start like setting aside time to do this. This is probably a year away, you know? Next year, Halloween. Most likely. Okay, we got some more. Oh, this is Camilla's boutique, so this is a bit more cutesy and post-Halloween stuff when you're eating all the candy. Holy damage skin list, Batman. That's a lot of damage skins you can pick from. Okay, when are these coupons just gonna have a fairy heart with it, bro? I want to be Maple Idol voucher. Oh, Teddy Family voucher. Selective job damage skin box. Oh, this are only the job damage skin box. Gotcha. Where's the Android one? It's got to be a more expensive one. Glorian Gold Crest voucher. Dude, there's too many items here. This is too much stuff. And then World's Best Punch King Season 2. I don't know why they brought back Punch King immediately, but we're still waiting for Chapter 2 on fucking Legion or Union, whatever the hell they call it. Union Arena. Bro, could you put more buffs on your team? Holy... Fuck, I can get through this, dude. So much defense. Okay. Oh yeah, make them unkillable, dude. That seems so fair. Where the premise is different, instead of just, you know, attacking a thing and then killing it as quickly as possible. Instead, the thing is now super duper duper strong, and you're just trying to get the highest score before the time runs out. So it's slightly different. So you just have 2 minutes, and you just have to hit it as much as possible. It's only going to be one target. It's not going to be like a bunch of things flying around, with like the smaller targets and the bigger targets. So essentially what's going to happen is that different characters are going to have an advantage now, and over last time other characters having an advantage. Just slightly going to shift who's most likely going to be faster. But again, the rankings are overall and within class as well. So, you know, within class you're competing on the same footing. You'll only be registered in the rankings if you have reached 1,000 points or higher, and you will be ranked based on the highest score. I don't remember how much I saw in the video, but I feel like 1,000 points is a lot to get. But I might be misremembering because we saw one. It's more realistic because not many hit multi-target. Yeah, that's true. But just like if you're playing like a fighting game, just because you have a stage with like no obstacles doesn't mean it's more fair because there are no obstacles. Because some characters might be built around being able to combo off obstacles, so they might be actually at a disadvantage, right? Compared to characters who are not built around that. So just because it's more even footing doesn't mean that some people still don't have an advantage over others. But it is probably more fair. Yeah, that's probably true. I just don't know if there is one situation that you could do that is just completely fair. It's hard to say, right? Because some characters might be built around like being able to move around and keep dealing damage, for example. compared to like bossing, more realistic. Well, I would say it's less realistic compared to the game. If you're looking at what do you need for the game to be able to do damage, if you have invincibility, for example, as a Mihail, that means that you can keep confirming your damage even if the boss does a bunch of attacks. This thing doesn't fight back. So all of that utility from a Mihail of being able to immune a whole bunch of stuff doesn't translate to any damage for them. Whereas for all the other classes, it does translate to damage because now they don't have to move around and dodge, right? So in that sense, I would say it just favors different classes. That's just like the main difference. You can acquire triple EXP buff once per day, so that's the same as last time. Talk to the NPC character. You could pick something last time, right? You could pick EXP or... Oh, what was the other thing? Was it a bossing buff or something? Zayada. Tobin buff. Yeah, Tobin buff, right? Yeah, okay. Was that with bossing, or did it have like... Yeah, because this was EXP and then the other one was bossing, right? Yeah, I think so. I like how the font in Korean is still so bad that there's like extra lines there that shouldn't be there. And that like some letters are like connected in ways that they aren't actually in Korean. I wonder when they're going to change that. Like this extra line here, that doesn't exist. Like this extra line is not here, but in this font it is. I don't know why they keep that. Triple experience buff is given immediately after talking to NPC, and last 30 minutes you can acquire the... Wait. The triple XP buff is given immediately after talking to the NPC and lasts for 30 minutes. Wait, the buff is given? Or a coupon is given? You just need to talk to the NPC to activate it? So you can't like stack them? Okay. A lot of people are going to accidentally click that and be like, oh shit, 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 shit. Need to find a map. Okay. Check us on Punch King events. Do players like it? I think in Korea people do, because they've been playing for a long, long time, and everyone's trying to like just, you know, make sure that all of the time they've spent on the game is valuable. But it's also mainly non-reboot. So when it comes to competing, and super old server, right? When it comes to competing, and there's a lot more status and stuff involved with being on top, because people will literally get out a third mortgage on their house to get like a higher ranking in MapleStory, because there's so many people playing there, and it's such a huge like cultural thing there. So imagine being able to measure in like the big stage with everyone. It's way more impactful that way than like dojo rankings weekly or something, right? That's how I imagine it, but maybe people who played in Korea can kind of talk about that. But I imagine it's such a big server, if you're walking around, you've got that like #1 thing over your head. I imagine that quite a lot of heads turn, and people are probably pretty impressed with that, as they probably should be, because it is more impressive to be #1 in a server with like 10 times the amount of people versus, you know, versus just 1x the amount of people. So wouldn't make sense to me. Oh yeah, here's what these buffs do. Yeah, so you have a 15%, yeah, all the damage, or just EXP. Just EXP like it's bad. It's really good, of course, but I thought they started adding percentage normal monster damage to the EXP ones. But I guess they're not doing that for all of those types of buffs. I think that's fair, though, to add like 15% normal monster damage and EXP, and the other one is like boss damage and IED. Because those are like the stats that are kind of like interchangeable in the Legion, interchangeable in the hyper stats, you know? I feel like that would round out the value of the coupons compared to each other. But since the EXP stacks with everything, probably nobody's complaining like, oh no, it doesn't have normal monster damage. So the rewards, so it's a similar chair, but it's slightly different, right? Of course, as always, they want to make sure that they're not straying too far from the original stuff, but also don't want to just one-to-one copy it, because that's a bit boring. So slightly new chairs for each of the 46 jobs. So that means 49 for us. Reboot/Reboot 2. It's actually kind of weird that in KMS they don't even have names. They just have Reboot and Reboot 2, but we're going to have actual names for our server before they do, which is kind of cool. And regular rewards will be separated from rankings and rewards. I hope so, yeah. So number 1, best Season 2 effective voucher, World's Best Punch King Season 2 chair voucher, and World's Best Punch King Season 2 chair voucher for 2 to 10. Yeah, so it doesn't get the effect for being the bestest. If you delete a character or change job, you will be removed from the rankings. Yeah, and like last time, I think it takes like did it take like a month or like 2 to 3 weeks, I think, before we actually got the rewards from the event. After punching battle is over, you must talk to champion Tobin Hare for the score to be recorded properly. If 2 characters get the same score, the character registered their score earlier will be ranked higher. If you participate in the event with irregular methods, you may be excluded from the rankings and your game or content uses may be restricted. I mean, I hope so. I haven't done anything but, AFK event. I think they said they were going to do the AFK event a little bit differently this year. So you can talk to a customer to receive a mysterious experience pouch. The pouch will store experience every 10 seconds for up to 24 hours. The experience will be stored even when you're not online, and it will store the same amount as when you are online. So this is a very interesting move, because historically we've been always looking at these events of like, oh, Nexon is just trying to increase the amount of players in their game, right? They're just trying to have people AFK so they can go to other companies and they can go to their stockholders and be like, look, this is the average amount of players that are online at any given time, right? That's always kind of how we saw that. But now with this event, they're just going to give you the same if whether you're online or offline. So that kind of takes that out of the equation. To me, that feels like a good move, because you're just not forced to have your computer running to be logged in, or if you DC suddenly you get less than someone whose computer happens to stay connected, right? So I like that change for sure. If you patch a share between all your characters in a Maple ID, you'll receive experience based on the character's level. If you've reached the maximum amount of experience in the experience pouch, it will no longer be accumulated. You just have to use it on a character and then just restart gathering. If you get a total of 50 hours, so basically everyone can get this, even if you're not online the whole time. Dreaming Flower Chair, and then total of 100 hours. All you have to do is, pick it up before 24 hours is over, right? Total of 100 hours, I really haven't done anything. Chair, and that usually shows your level on it. I don't know if there's a picture of it here. No, there's no picture of it here. All the rewards can only be claimed once per Maple ID. They can be put into storage. You'll only receive rewards based on accumulated time you have actually claimed by pressing the button. Yeah, because, well, of course, because after 24 hours, it stops gathering. You can go to Peaceful Park through the event icon on the left side of the screen. In the Peaceful Park, you can talk to the Busy Bee NPC to transform into a bee and collect the Star Candy to accelerate the rate at which experience is accumulated in Experience Pouch. Ah, okay. So you can do an activity. If you remember from last time, there was like the pickaxe, like the rainbow pickaxe and the diamond pickaxe and stuff. They really liked that idea, so they tried to implement something similar to that. Based on the number of Star Candy, so if you do it 10 times, you get a Busy Bee Writing voucher. If you do 200 times, you get a Golden Honey Pot voucher. And if you do 2,000 times, you get a Diamond Honey Pot voucher. Hidden 2,000 times. All right, well, Newbie Adele is going to be getting that as one of the first. He's going to be on that like a bee on honey. Sorry, had to do it. Sorry, couldn't resist. So I understand how people like that minigame. Hey, there's Newbie, he knows. And then there's the Cash Shop Transfer event, Lady Blair's Dream Express. As you guys know, Korea complained a lot about cash transfer being necessary, blah, blah, blah. And they are getting one every month. And this is their monthly one for October to November. And then they have the Sunday Maples. As you guys may or may not know, in Korea, the Sunday Maples are always announced only 1 week in advance. So they know next week's, and then as soon as it hits like Monday, or is it Sunday? I think Monday, then they get to know the Sunday for the upcoming Sunday. So they can't plan ahead weeks or sometimes even months ahead like we can. That's another big value and a big added advantage that we have in GMS. But, these things get rearranged anyway, so it doesn't help us that much if we know exactly what's coming in Korea, because Sundays stuff get rearranged because not all updates follow the exact chronological order, right? Some events are 3 months off, some are 6 months off. Well, not 3 months, but like 4.5 months off. Some are 5 months off, some are 6 months off, some are a year off, right? Like the Halloween stuff is a year off. So whatever the Sundays happens to do, they try to keep a mix and match. So yeah, some extra stuff added, not too much extra changed, except for, I guess, the Wonderberry and the Luna Crystals for non-reboot. People are probably pretty happy with that. Some extra background about the story here. A little bit extra cinematics with the background story. And of course the whole fashion event. There's some cool stuff in there. But that's probably not going to be available for us until a year from now. So don't hold your breath for that, because you will turn purple and pass out. Don't do that. Season 2 for the Punch King. I don't know who's excited about that. Let me know if you're looking forward to that. And other than that, just some minor tweaks, minor changes here and there. So let me know what you think. And so this is live already in Korea since last week. And but again, this is probably like 6 months out. Halloween stuff, 12 months out. The highlight is the fact that we know the Angelic Buster. But yeah, let me know what you think. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one.